Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a problem that I think pretty much every modern team faces: communication overload. We're more connected than ever, right? But does it actually feel like clear communication is getting harder to achieve? It's like we're all drowning in the sea of emails and pings and updates, but are we really truly on the same page? So let's just dive right in with a quick gut check, shall we? Think about your team for a second. Are you guys spending more time just trying to figure out who needs to know what, instead of, actually doing the work? If that hits a little too close to home, trust me, you are not alone.
The reality of work today is that our teams are more spread out than ever, right? We've got hybrid workers, fully remote teams, people scattered across different time zones. And keeping everyone in the loop, it's become this monumental task, almost Herculean, you might say. Just getting the right piece of info to the right person can feel like this impossible puzzle.
And this constant struggle for clarity, it's more than just annoying. It leads to real problems. We're talking wasted time, people doing the same work twice, and just flat-out missed opportunities. It's a recipe for chaos. But what if there was a simple, really powerful plan? A one-page tool that could slice right through all that noise and bring some much-needed order to the chaos.
Well, let me introduce you to the communication matrix. Seriously, think of it as a strategic tool, like a playbook for your team's internal comms. It's all about mapping out the what, when, who, and how, so information actually gets shared the right way.
And honestly, the best part is just how simple it is. We're talking a one-page, high-level summary. You don't need any special software or anything. You could literally open up a Google Sheet or an Excel file right now and start building one. It's that easy.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how does it actually work? Let's get into it. We're going to break down how you can build your own matrix. All right, it all comes down to these 7 core components. Think of this as your checklist. First, content. What is the actual message we're sending? Simple enough. Second, purpose. Why are we even sending this? What do we want people to do? Then, frequency. How often does this need to go out? Is it a one-off thing, a weekly update? Next, audience. Who really needs to see this? Let's be specific. Then we have the deliverable. What's the final output going to look like? Is it a report, a quick video, a presentation? Number 6, the channel. How are we going to get it to them? Email, Slack, an actual meeting? And finally, and this one's super important, the owner. Who is the one person responsible for making sure this all happens? See, when you lay it all out like this, nothing gets missed.
Okay, that's the theory. But let's see how this thing actually works in practice, right? Let's see it in action.
So let's take something pretty common, like a monthly staff newsletter. Look at how clear this is. The content is the newsletter itself. The purpose? Keep everyone informed and entertained. Frequency? Monthly. Audience? All staff. The deliverable is the newsletter, and it goes out through email and the intranet. And who owns it? The comms manager. Boom, no guesswork. It's a perfect, repeatable plan.
Okay, now let's look at a project team. This is where it gets really powerful. Notice there are 2 different lines here. You've got the weekly project meetings for the core team that's all about status updates. But then you've got the monthly status report, which is for a wider audience, including the project sponsor and other stakeholders. The matrix makes it super clear who gets what and when, so stakeholders get the high-level updates they need without getting dragged into the team's daily back and forth.
So, okay, you go through the effort of setting this up. What's in it for you? Well, the benefits are actually pretty huge. We're talking real, tangible results.
First up, you're going to see faster decision-making. Way faster. Why? Because all that time wasted hunting for information or trying to figure out who to even ask, it just vanishes.
And here's how it works. Suddenly, all the stakeholders have the info they need right at their fingertips. Everything's documented, everyone knows who's doing what. People can just get on with it, making smart decisions without all the delay.
Another huge win? Enhanced collaboration. You know how it is when different departments have to work together, wires get crossed, things get missed. This matrix helps put a stop to that.
It's because it sets clear expectations for everyone. Roles and responsibilities are spelled out. It provides that single trusted source of truth that the whole team can rely on. It's not just about workflow, it's about building trust and cutting down on all that unnecessary stress.
So really what this becomes is your communication command center. It's not just some spreadsheet you make once and forget about. It's the living, breathing hub that keeps your whole team aligned and running like a well-oiled machine.
So, what's your big takeaway?
If you want to start building one, just remember these critical elements. For every single important piece of communication, define the message, its purpose, the channel, frequency, audience, deliverable, and the owner. That's it. That's the secret sauce that takes you from total chaos to crystal clarity.
And that's really the whole point. As the quote says, this humble matrix takes the guesswork out of comms. Suddenly, everyone's in the loop with the right info at the right time. Communication stops being a source of frustration and becomes a real strategic advantage.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer, but I want to leave you with one final question to think about. What is the very first conversation, the first project, the first meeting in your team that you could bring this kind of clarity to? Pick one thing and start there. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes.